The mirrorless camera world is buzzing again, and this time, it's all about Sony. According to fresh leaks and certification database sightings, the Sony A7R VI has officially been registered, signaling that a launch may be just around the corner. But here's what's exciting. This isn't rumored to be a minor refresh. If the whispers are true, the A7R VI could be a revolutionary leap for hybrid shooters, fusing mind-blowing resolution with serious video chops. Whether you're a landscape photographer chasing every pixel of detail or a filmmaker demanding high-end video features, the A7R VI might be Sony's boldest move yet. Let's not forget, Sony's A7R lineup has a reputation to uphold. These cameras have long been the gold standard for high-resolution photography in a full-frame mirrorless body. The A7R V already pushed the limits with its 61-megapixel sensor and cutting-edge autofocus. But the A7R VI? Rumors point to an 80-megapixel backside illuminated BSI sensor. That's a staggering 30% increase in resolution, taking it closer to medium format territory, but in a lighter, faster package. Imagine stunning detail, vibrant color depth, and dynamic range improvements that could make even complex lighting situations feel effortless. This isn't just more pixels, it's better pixels. Managing 80 million pixels isn't easy. Thankfully, Sony seems ready for the challenge. Leaks suggest the A7R VI will feature an upgraded Bionz XR processor paired with dual AI chips to handle massive files and smarter autofocus. This could mean 12 FPS bursts with a mechanical shutter and 15 FPS with electronic, even at full resolution. Combine that with a rumored overhaul of real-time subject tracking, recognizing everything from wildlife and vehicles to maybe even insects. And this camera could be the fastest, smartest, high-res system Sony has ever built. Here's where things get really interesting. Sony isn't ignoring video shooters with this one. Reports say the A7R VI could offer 8K recording at 60 frames per second and 4K at up to 120 frames per second with full pixel readout. That's paired with S-Cinetone color science, 10-bit 422 recording, and possibly even 16-bit raw video output over HDMI. Basically, the A7R VI might blur the line between photography first and cinema first cameras. But there's one big question. Can Sony keep it cool? Thermal management will be key if this camera is going to deliver long-form 8K video without overheating. On the outside, don't expect wild changes. The A7R VI will probably keep the durable magnesium alloy body of its predecessor, but with subtle ergonomic tweaks, a deeper grip for better comfort, an improved button layout, and maybe a more intuitive menu system. The fully articulating 4-axis touchscreen and high-resolution EVF are likely here to stay. Storage, dual CF Express, Type A, and UHS-2 SD card slots seem almost guaranteed, essential for handling 80-megapixel RAW bursts and 8K footage. And let's not forget improved IBIS. Rumors suggest up to 8.5 stops of stabilization, making handheld shooting smoother than ever before. The Sony A7R VI isn't just about higher numbers, it's about giving hybrid creators a tool that could replace both their stills and video systems. For professionals, this could mean incredible efficiency without sacrificing quality. Pricing rumors put it between $3,999 and $4,499, keeping it competitive against Canon and Nikon's flagships and even entry-level medium format systems. Here's the million-dollar question. Should you wait for it? If you're a detail-obsessed photographer, videographer, or hybrid shooter craving the ultimate in resolution and versatility, the A7R VI might be worth the anticipation. But what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Once upon a time, in the land of hybrid cameras, a legend was born, the Sony A7 series. Over the years, it captured hearts, shattered expectations, and emptied wallets. But now, whispers of a new heir to the throne have surfaced. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sony A75. What's the big deal? Oh, just some minor stuff like 4K at 120 frames per second, rumors of a 42-megapixel stacked sensor, and AI features so smart they might take over your Instagram account. Basically, it's like Sony said, what if we made a camera that could do everything? But let's be real, every camera has its quirks. Is the A7 V really the one to rule them all? Or just another overhyped money pit? Today, we're diving into the leaks, the specs, and the juicy drama behind Sony's next big move. Spoiler alert, you might want to start saving up. Let's roll! First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the camera that isn't in the room. Why has it taken Sony so long to drop the A7 V? Well, rumor has it they've been dealing with more delays than your average budget airline. Supply chain issues, strategic timing, and of course, making sure the camera doesn't overheat faster than a laptop running Chrome with 50 tabs open. But seriously, Sony's reportedly been tweaking features like AI, autofocus, and heat management, which are kind of a big deal if you're planning to shoot more than 10 minutes of video without frying the internals. Okay, here's the fun part. Let's talk specs. The A7 V is expected to drop with a sensor upgrade, a possible 42 megapixel stacked sensor. Yes, you heard that right, stacked. What does that mean? In non-nerd terms, it's like upgrading your car from a reliable sedan to a Tesla Roadster. Faster, sharper, and just plain cooler. This means sharper stills, oversampled 4K, and less rolling shutter. Imagine capturing your kid's soccer game or a bird in flight without their heads looking like stretched taffy. Finally! And video? Oh boy, 4K at 120 frames per second with no crop. That's slow-mo dreams right there. Although, let's be honest, most of us will probably use it to make our pets look dramatic in slow motion. Who's a majestic floofy boy? You are. Rumors are even hinting at 8K video, but don't hold your breath. Sony's probably saving that for their A7 V Pro Max Ultra Super Deluxe version in 2026. Now, if you've ever tried holding a camera for hours, you know how important ergonomics are. The A7 V is rumored to take cues from the A9 III, a deeper grip, better balance with heavier lenses, and a viewfinder with 5.76 million dots. That's more dots than most people have pixels on their TVs. And the screen? A 4-axis articulating touchscreen, like the one on the A7R V. So now you can finally frame those low-angle shots without lying flat on the ground and questioning your life choices. Here's the part that might hurt a little: pricing. Rumors suggest it'll launch somewhere between $2,799 and $2,999. Yeah, that's a spicy meatball. But hey, at least you're not buying a Leica, right? Pause too soon? Sorry, Leica fans. So here's the million-dollar question, or, you know, $2,999 question. Should you upgrade? If you're rocking the A7 IV, you're probably still living your best camera life. That thing's a beast, especially now that prices have dipped to around $1,998. But if you're eyeing 42 megapixels, 4K 120 frames per second, and AI smarts, the A7 V might just be calling your name, or maybe it's calling your wallet. Either way, start saving. So, there you have it. The latest rumors, specs, and everything we think we know about the Sony A7 V. Will it be the ultimate hybrid camera, or just another overpriced gadget to tempt us into debt? Only time will tell. What do you think? Are you hyped for the A7 V, or are you sticking with your current setup? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss more camera chaos like this.